Okay, so I'm just going to be completely honest. The last 2 games of my Northwestern freshman year were terrible. We scored a total of 17 points. We were outscored by a total of 75 points. And yeah, I really don't want to show you a lot of the stuff from that game because it just wasn't good. I might show some of the highlights like here.
He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up. Touchdown, Northwestern! Can they strike first?
But by the end of the season, I was pretty frustrated with Northwestern, and I already knew that I was probably going to transfer. I just didn't know if it was going to be this year or next year, but yes, I knew that I wanted to transfer. It wasn't my best year, however. I did end the year at about like an 85, I believe, after one last upgrade that I'll get to in a second. Yeah, I had only 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, not including rushing touchdowns, and 28 interceptions, a 111 passer rating, and 57 completion percentage. Let's just be honest, not great. I did have 450 rushing yards, as well as 5 more rushing touchdowns for a total of, what, 21 total touchdowns? It's still 7 less than the amount of picks that I threw, and I still fumbled 8 times. So, yeah, not my best year. I improved a lot, however. I think one of the main issues was the coaching. So one of my new motives for the school that I'm going to transfer to is a good coach. And I can really only tell by, like, their scheme and, you know, their prestige. Yeah, I guess let's just get into the off-season, the bowl games, all that fun stuff. As after finishing 3-9, I got a nice little text from a student newspaper, Jacob Rodriguez, and he was just talking about, you know, how it was a really disappointing year, and I didn't have either good options at all. I mean, call it teammates or respectful answer. Respectful answer is fine, I guess, but... And then for the last, like, few weeks in the bowl weeks, I did a lot of training to get as many skill points. Obviously, academics, I don't care anymore because there's no more games. It just does not matter to me. But yeah, just a lot of training. Not a lot of health either because, I mean, I'm not playing. I won't, like, get hurt, so, like, whatever, doesn't really matter. Yeah, for anyone that is interested, here are the conference championship games. For the Big Ten, obviously we did not make it. It was the 2 of the new guys in number 2 Oregon and number 18 USC. And the Heisman winner was Riley Leonard, the senior from Notre Dame. Crazy year by him, as I nearly had as many picks as he did touchdowns. I did also look at like all of the awards and stuff. Not a single Northwestern player even sniffed it, so that's just another reason for me to want to get the hell out of here. And here is the college football playoff bracket. Always fun to look at this, you know, it's a brand new thing. But yeah, some interesting stuff. Like number 1 Notre Dame was beat by the 12 seed Texas State in the first round. Crazy. Or number 9 Colorado getting a very surprising upset over Alabama before promptly getting rocked by Clemson. Another interesting one was the Texas Tech Red Raiders, as they ended up rocking number 4 Oklahoma to eventually move on to the championship after beating Clemson in a close game where they would face number 15 Georgia after beating Oregon. Georgia would end up winning the national championship. But after getting my final upgrade with Northwestern, where I ended up going with accuracy, because that's just really important overall, obviously. But it was now time to pick my team that I'm going to transfer to. Oh boy, very, very important decisions here. And basically, Dennis Archer, his 3 main motivations are going to be a place where he can play top talent, be on a team with top talent, and play in a good system with a good coach. But yeah, it took me a pretty long time to really narrow down all of them. I went through like all of the stars, and I eventually got to like a top 5, including the Texas Tech Red Raiders, the Louisville Cardinals, the California Golden Bears, the South Carolina Gamecocks, and the Ohio State Buckeyes. And yeah, I just kept looking around. It was kind of hard. This was one of the hardest decisions. And it's just fun, man. It's really fun to have to like make these tough decisions for the rest of your career that's going to affect it. But I also did want to do kind of like a style like in Dynasty where like the players go from like top 8 to top 5 to top 3. That's kind of what I was doing. I was like weighing all of my options. And it would be really cool that if like in the future these teams like over weeks could actually like send the house, have you come on a visit, you know? That would be really, really cool, but for now I still like it. But I eventually got down to my top 3 between South Carolina, Cal, and Texas Tech. Now, if you do know, Texas Tech literally just lost the national championship to good old Georgia, so that was another interesting part. South Carolina's 3 stars, but a better overall. You know, Texas Tech is slightly worse overall, but still, you know, 4-star program. But really, at the end of the day, I wanted a good coach in South Carolina with Malibu, a B- coaching prestige, and not the best job security, versus Texas Tech with an A+ coach prestige with Jolly and a fantastic job security and being a master motivator. I thought that this could really, really help me. So I am committing to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. We're the number 4 team in the country, and I don't think I will have any regrets. Don't quote me on that, I swear to God. But the interesting thing was that I was not told during the whole process that they actually have the same overall guy who had a fantastic season last year. He should be starting, you know, he's not a senior, he's going to be a senior. Realistically, it should just be his job. I mean, I wasn't told about this, but I'm gonna be trying to get that starting job. As after the offseason filled with chilling and a lot of training, obviously, I have entered a position battle for QB1. And I was a little bit nervous. I've never been pressured to, you know, compete against a guy right behind me or I guess right above me. But he really has the pressure here, as I'm the big name in the transfer portal. He's been here for a while, you know, so I'm feeling confident. Our first game is Scramble Survive, which was kind of hard. I wasn't throwing the best passes, but all I needed was silver, and I ended up getting gold, so I won there. Next up was Pocket Presence, which I just did fantastically. I was very careful to not hit a single of the little tennis balls and to hit all of the targets, and I ended up getting silver and winning. So now it is all down to option attack, where it doesn't matter. I'm really just having fun because all I need was 2 out of 3 to win, and I did exactly that in the first 2. So now I'm just having a lot of fun getting used to, you know, the running back, all that, and yeah, I can already tell this is gonna be different. This is a much better team, and I still get silver and win all 3 of them. Dennis Archer is now the Texas Tech Red Raiders starter. I immediately get 1,500 coach trust off the bat. Sorry, Baron Morton, you should still be starting, but too bad. And now that I'm in a completely different climate, you know, Texas, I don't even know where Texas Tech is, but it's somewhere down there in that hellish landscape. So I gotta update how I'm looking. You know, Dennis Archer, he's still only 20 now, you know, he just turned 20. Still got some hair, or is he 19? He might be 19, I don't know, dude. You can't, like, change age or anything, so it's not specific. You know, his hair, it's growing out a little bit, and his gear is changing just a little bit for this brand new starting position. Gotta make myself look nice. And looking at our schedule, I think it's gonna be fun. We have a lot more competition, I guess. I mean, Big Ten always super competitive, and I guess our schedule last year was a lot harder, but we have a better team this year. So yeah, it should be really fun. We got a lot of ranked opponents. Should be pretty epic. And for my first actual practice as a Texas Tech Red Raider, I just did target passing, and I really didn't do too great, but I'm still getting used to this new environment, so I only got bronze. But that'll be it for today. I'm sorry, a bit shorter, but I just kind of want to, you know, evenly cut up all of the seasons so that I can make like one long video for each season at the end of it, which I am going to start working on the season 1 video soon, and then season 2 should start in a few days, maybe in like a week. But yeah, sorry, a little bit shorter, but I have a lot of other content coming out soon, so I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. See you.